Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Here's your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
Keep all of your doctors in the loop. People, this is for my clients or for the people out there who have multiple doctors. And I mean multiple meaning more than one. Now you may say, well, more than one. I'm like, seriously, more than one. The reason why I say that is because there'll be people who have so many health problems. You've got GERD, so you're going, gastroesophageal reflux disease, so you're going to a gastroenterologist. You've got fibromyalgia, so you're going to a rheumatologist. You've got diabetes, you've got endocrinologists. You're in a lot of pain from your back pain, and so from a back injury, so you're going to pain management doctor, and you're going to your primary. So you've got 5 different doctors, and they're all prescribing you medications as if you're the only person they go to see. Well, guess what? Don't be sitting around there quietly thinking, okay, and let all of them pump you up with all these different meds and do all these different things when they may have an impact on each other. What you need to do is keep them in the loop. What do I mean? 1, if the doctors don't know about what the other doctor's doing, how can they treat you? I mean, seriously. Meaning, and in some cases, most of us have let me back up a second. You typically have 2 type of arrangements, HMO and PPO. And I always get the 2 confused, but I think the PPO you can actually look, and please feel free to correct. I think PPO you can actually find somebody on your own. HMO you have to go through your primary, and your primary is basically the umbrella, and they send you to who they believe you need. For those of you who have the option to select your own doctors, I can't tell you the number of times people have taken it upon themselves to go to each doctor independently. It's important that if you have that ability to speak to different individual doctors, that you make them aware that you're getting treatment from other doctors, so that this way they can be aware that there's somebody out there who is providing you treatment. Maybe unrelated, but the fact that they may be treating you may have a bearing on how they treat you. Second, please forgive me for saying this, but some docs don't talk to each other. And I don't mean to say it like that, to say that they ignore each other and they don't want to know. What I'm saying is, as I indicated just previously, if you've independently come to a doctor on your own, that doctor may or may not be aware that you have another doctor who has referred you, or another doctor that's treating you for something that's remotely outside of their area. That's definitely outside of their area. Trust me. Gastroenterologists and rheumatologists, they're not really checking the same body systems. So it might be possible that they may not be asking you the question of whether or not you are dealing with some other type of specialist. Let them know, because they may not be aware. It goes back to my first one about make sure you got to let everybody know who you're dealing with, everybody else. Finally, if you know something is wrong, let all your doctors know. Don't be shy. I always tell people, don't be shy. If you know that there is something that's off whack, when you go to see your individual doctors, let them know about those things, and then let them know what's being addressed and who's addressing it. When really you have multiple doctors, it's a village approach. It takes a village to take care of one person, and that's you. Don't allow all these different doctors to go in blindly provide a treatment to you when you know that you've got other doctors treating you. Trust me. The more they do things collaboratively in terms of being able to ensure that nobody's doing anything to knock something else off whack, the better it is for you to demonstrate that you're disabled, and how all these doctors are working with each other, or working in communication with each other to make sure that they're properly addressing the symptoms of your problems.